Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Douglas Jamali, and I'm here on the stage once again, in Union Square. I want to remind everybody that in November, had my jaw broken, and it's really kind of hard still to keep things with my mouth being harmed so badly. They broke my jaw in two places, and it's kind of fucked up trying to speak on the stage with this. But nevertheless, as a public spokesperson of MIB, as well as First Contact, as well as Emperor of the Galaxy. So these things sound all kind of crazy, doesn't it, right? You guys in San Francisco claiming he's the Emperor of the Galaxy, Milky Way, and more. Well, I am. And that's what I'm here to explain, is that the reason I'm here, and became here, is that I pulled our universe out of 6 universe collapses here in San Francisco. And in fact, from Star Trek, so that you have an idea of what's going on, idea of the next generation, right? You all know who Q is. Well, somehow or another, Q and I have a relationship that he exists because of me. Oh, isn't that interesting? So it turns out that a lot more than just Q exists because of me. It's because I've done so much in the universe, and the universe changed. Right? I've done more effective change in the universe than the rest of the sentient universe combined with what I've been doing here over the last 10 years in San Francisco. You might find that crazy, but it's true. So here I want to explain to you that we all went into Armageddon. Came out and you didn't even know it was there. So it's so like you guys got bamboozled, and I'm here to unravel those of you so that you don't go back into Armageddon and repeat a pattern of behavior of re-entry into Armageddon for a vast amount of time in universe time. Again, I'm here in San Francisco to tell you all about this. I am a native of California. I was born in Berkeley, and I'm a human. So if there's any question about that, then it might be directed towards you instead of towards me. So as a new prophet like Moses, I'm going to be presenting here on this stage a vast amount of information for universe television, which I probably have 400 cameras on me right now, at least. And I sit underneath the Prime Directive in that the information from the outside universe and our universe here of mankind, in which I'm the single point of contact to the rest of the universe, concerns thereof what's going on here in San Francisco and the lead up to re-entry into Armageddon. So I have to explain to all of you that I have information you need to survive Armageddon, and that's really important, don't you think? So with that, I've been doing over the last 10 years, I'm coming to the end of that coming up here on July 5th, right? It will be 10 years since I was inducted into MIB in effect. Since my friend Jennifer left by, well, other means than natural. So, again, here I am on the stage, and I'm presenting each and every day the information you need to survive Armageddon. I'm doing it on Universal TV as well. So the information I have today I'm going to bring forth is what happened in Armageddon. How did we miss it? Well, over the last 10 years, somehow or another, we got into a situation where 3 H-bombs a day were going off. Right? And vaporizing means rolling back time 3 times a day for I don't know how long. They say millions of years, but I don't quite believe that. Nevertheless, at some point, the use of those weapons stopped from them being, in the sense, a diminishing return until one of them did, or more of them did not go off. And then from there, right, since the diminishing return and the spreading apart of all of these strings of worlds, I was able to do after the fact H-bomb countermeasures in a classroom example to the whole world. 800 reporters did it, were here when I did it a few months ago, as well as my recent endeavors of putting out H-bombs here in San Francisco. This has all now been documented in Scientific American, as I have at least 8 different methodologies for after-the-fact remedy of H-bombs, fission bombs, going off here in San Francisco. That makes me first contact with the sun, and with 11 ambassadorial visits to the neutrino universe. They said if it was found out the neutrinos were the ones to destroy all life in the universe, we'd end the race. So I got 11 ambassadorial visits to 11 neutron bombs that were detonated over San Francisco, in which I'm the sole survivorship of. Again, I'd like to make sure that all of this comes to knowledge of the human race of what's going on here, that we had a 300 gram, 500 gram, and 450 point antimatter disturbances here in San Francisco at Post and Line, Justin Herman Plaza, right here in front of Macy's. With that being said, I was the one to be able to navigate the aftermath thereof of those three antimatter disturbances, which is the foundation of 5.7 billion years later of Planet X and its dual Saturnian-like rings, of which I am emperor of as well, emperor of Planet X. Wow. Okay, so from there, I want to say that I navigated with the amount of time, 5.7 billion years of me going down in a hole and coming back out, and Planet X going out there and coming back, right? We lined up our reunion here in San Francisco, in which I navigated the Earth from the before-math of Armageddon to the aftermath of Armageddon, out from underneath those three antimatter disturbances right here on the stage in front of a vast number of audience. Again, I sailed Earth out from before Armageddon to after Armageddon, and then did procreation there of Gaia across the universe, the largest magnitude ever seen as a grandmaster in planetary sculpture. And now I have to prevent that there of the causes of Armageddon, which started here from procreating more Armageddon across 75 billion worlds from there. So the details of that I need to bring forth, and that while I was in the procreation of Gaia, mankind tried to cut me down in my past. With that being said, the human race came to extinct in each and every attempt to prevent them from destroying the procreated planets I have made here in San Francisco. So I'm going to end this here with that, and I want to get to more. I want to find out when the human race is going to surrender unconditionally on the stage here to the whole universe, or we just take over everything in life. Once again, my name is Douglas Castillo Jamali, and I am Emperor of Planet X.